I just want to show you something here right quick. Look at this thing. This guy made a house. It looks to be maybe an F350 dually cube band. He's got a little deck on here. It's got a roll-up door on the back. That guy there got sick of paying rent. The globalists have made us build sheds on the back of our trucks. The liberal government always wants to say that they're trying to save the planet for future generations. Bullshit. That's complete bullshit. They are lining their pockets because they know the end is nigh. And just outside my little buddy, the local watchdog, and I made him a special dinner today, and I brought him some water too. So that's it's a pasta I made with some tomatoes and some beef. Okay, here, get the water out of the way first. I know that's what you want. Word on the street, the owner's going to be away for a couple days. I know I think well, I'm pretty sure he has food in there, but I'm not going to take any chances. Why take a chance? As Remo would say from the movie Casino, why take a chance? So that was probably about, well, I would say at least 2.5 pounds of food. So his belly will be full for a while. That's why I come down this street. That's the only reason I come down that street. $1.64, almost $1.65 for regular, and yesterday it was $1.67, so it only went down 3 cents. Word on the street was it was supposed to go down 10 to 13 cents a liter, so that didn't happen. Let's see what diesel is. $2.39.9 for diesel. So just say the average, well, it depends. A long haul transport tractor will carry, just say 400 liters. At that price, top of my head, it's got to be between $800 and $1,000 to $800 and $1,000 to fill up a semi truck, a tractor. So for people or the liberal government to say that the price of fuel doesn't adversely affect the cost of commodities, namely food, well, they're being liberal, and being liberal means you're completely dishonest and you're a liar, a bull-faced liar. So that's going to keep going. So the next lockdown isn't going to be a COVID type bullshit lockdown again. The next lockdown is going to be an economic lockdown. Whereas we're going to get to the point where things are just too expensive to ship. So they are going to believe this. So obviously critical needs like food, medical supplies are obviously going to take priority. But you're going to see the difference in the grocery store. And I'm just going to walk up. I'm going to get a coffee here at my local refugee center, which is the Tim Hortons. I know. What are you drinking coffee at Tim Hortons for, Dewey? Well, I didn't bring one with me, and I don't want to go into Starbucks over there. That's even worse. I might come out with my little goatee, rainbow color. So I don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to grab a coffee, then I'm going to go into Walmart and just going to go over a couple things in there. Just outside my local federal containment center, which it'll be used as a detainment center after SHTF. They designed them to use them as such. But I was just talking to the cart guy back there, nice kid, and word of advice, cart guys or cart girls, it's not too often you see a cart girl, but cart guys, they're a good source of information. So I asked him, I only asked him one question: how many fights are in this place in a week? He goes, they average about 1 a week. He goes, quote unquote, a crackhead got into it with a security guard and he knocked the security guard out. That was like 3 days ago. So that's not going to make the news. Apparently the cops apprehended the quote unquote the crackhead down the street. But anyhow, cart people are good conduits of information. Now I'm in here just to pick up a specific, well, 2 specific items. You know, one of them It'd be butter tarts. I'm on a bit of a butter tart run, and trust me, I don't eat too many of those. Overall, I'm still eating pretty healthy. But it's good to come in and familiarize myself with all the stores in my neighborhood, because I want to see the effects of the shelves being stocked up. And I remember the onset of COVID coming into this particular Walmart, that yeah, some of the shelves did go bare, but not for too long. And subsequently, I haven't seen the shelves bare in this particular store ever since. So, but I'm hearing reports that some stores are experiencing shelving or product issues on the shelves. Like, okay, so you look at these shelves here, they're not completely stocked, but I'm here, like I said, for one specific reason, and I'm on foot today, so I didn't even plan on doing a grocery shop, but I'm here for French beans. Where are they? So the French style green beans, $1.54. I'm just gonna get 4 cans of these, because like I said, I'm on foot. Now, I don't particularly need these because my pantry isn't too bad, but I'm just pointing out something. So that $1.64, is that what they were? $1.54. So you're looking at a little over $6 for 4 cans. And okay, the butter tarts are a treat. Okay, I don't need those, but $6. I'm just in the neighborhood. I pick up 6. I got my side sling on me that it will fit in there, and I go out the door. I add those to my pantry, and that's what I suggest everyone starts doing, because the price of groceries is already crazy, and it's going to get a lot crazier, and it's going to get to the point where maybe you won't be able to source food. So just a little tip: you got a little extra money kicking around, stock up. Just wondering if you remember that movie starring Sean Penn from the early 80s. It was called Bad Boys. Not the Bad Boys with Will Smith, but the original Bad Boys, where he was in a youth detention center, and he was about to be attacked by 2 shot callers, and he went over to the vending machine with a pillowcase, and he bought a bunch of soda cans or pop cans, and he put them inside the pillowcase. Then he went and attacked the 2 shot callers and put them both in the hospital. Here's my side sling, and I'll be putting 4 cans of green beans in there. Little reminiscent of Bad Boys, in the event that I get into a beef on the street that could be used as an offensive tool. Just a little today's offensive tip. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, you'll smash your pecan butter tarts, and that it will be collateral damage. You're right. So be it. Just concluded my shopping at Walmart. You see me load up my crossover. That's a handy one. Very nondescript, and it holds a lot. But anyhow, couple things. Mark Carney has, like I said in my video yesterday, Mark Carney and the Liberals are going to be tightening up on all freedom of speech laws. They're going to be tightening up on all latitude that provinces currently have. They want to be in complete control, i.e. tyrannical dictatorship. And that is going to be, like I said yesterday, is going to be full force. So that's coming down the pipe. Now, it was just been I've just been made aware that Ezra Levant announced that the Liberals have targeted him for an audit. I'm assuming that's a financial audit, and he has 7 days to produce his books. Now, that's obviously something that the Liberals are going to do, because they're the nastiest, most vile, evil government in the history of this country. They are going to go after a lot of people with regards to that. It's lawfare. They will be using everything at their disposal to silence or to make everyone's life that goes against their narrative a living hell. And Ezra and Rebel News has been the target of that for the past decade. I just want to show you something here right quick. Look at this thing. This guy made a house, and it looks to be maybe an F-350 dually cube van. He's got a little deck on here. It's got a roll-up door on the back. Oh, look at this thing. That's quite resourceful. And he's got a window on this side too. And that is a fair size cube van. Yeah, it's an F3 or a Econoline 350. So there you go. That guy there got sick of paying rent, and he's living in that. And you see that a little bit in Ontario, but you see it a lot more out west, out in Vancouver, BC area, and all through the States. And that's becoming more common because the globalists have made us build sheds on the back of our trucks. More and more lawfare is going to be used from the Liberals as they usher in their form of globalist communism. And now you're going to ask, why aren't people fighting back or standing up to this? And well, a lot of people are, but a lot of people in this country want communism. And if you notice during any provincial or federal elections, that you will notice that there are communist, Stalinist parties that are on the ballot. It's blatant. You walk around downtown or anywhere. I can't specifically point out a flyer right now in my area, but you walk around downtown, you'll see all sorts of communist billboards and flyers on poles, and it's well known that the Liberals have indoctrinated multiple generations to believe that communism, socialism is the way to go. So you're going to notice in the upcoming days, weeks, months, that the Liberal government is just going to throw caution to the wind. Like, they're not even trying to hide it no more anyways. They are coming for all people that don't share their warped ideological views. Now, the people that are bolstering or propping up the Liberal communist government, they don't realize what's coming down on them. Like the people that are young, that feel destitute and that have been indoctrinated to rely on the government, they don't know any other way, right? But it's gonna come to a very bad conclusion for them as well. Even worse to them, because they don't know what's coming. They just think that that the Mark Carneys and the apparatus that the Liberals have installed is gonna save them, is gonna protect them, is gonna keep them fed. But that's not the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Cuba-like situation in Canada. Now, if you look at Cuba, if you see any video footage of Cuba in the last month or 2 months, you will see that it's even worse than it's ever been. It's obviously a communist third world country. Open sewers, poverty, people starving, rampant prostitution. That was in the past. Well, I shouldn't say it's in the past. It's been multiplied times 10. And you have liberal Karens and liberal beta feminine males booking charter airplanes to go to Cuba to go and tell the Cubans how great communism really is. Now, I don't think the Cubans really want to hear how great communism really is, because what's happened down there, the communism has got them into that fucking mess. So that's how warped and delusional these purple-haired Karens and these gender-confused males are. They just think, okay, I'm going to bring down some toothbrushes, some toothpaste, I'm going to bring down some Levi's jeans, some t-shirts, and I'm going to hand those out, some deodorant, and I've done my good deed. Well, no, you haven't done your good deed. You brought some temporary reprieve, and you virtue signaled on all your social medias. That's what you've done. That's all you've done. So, and you're going to have a party down there. You're staying in a hotel. You're going to drink your $2 drinks. You're going to get sick with their ice cubes. And you're turning your humanitarian mission, your bullshit humanitarian mission, into some sort of cheap, disgusting vacation. So, it's typical liberal virtue signaling, social justice, warrior activism bullshit. And that's all it is. I want to touch on, just changing gears here a little bit. The founder of OnlyFans, the creator of OnlyFans, he's 43 years old. His first name's Leo. I think he's a Russian Jew. And he just died recently, I believe, of cancer. I'll put his name up on the screen. It escapes me right now. And so he was a billionaire through OnlyFans, through pimping, because that's what he was. He was a pimp. And who knows what else he's done. That platform, OnlyFans, has caused a lot of heartache. It has caused a lot of problems over the years for millions of people, whether it be financial, whether it be sexual, whether it be even worse than that, you know, ending up in people unaliving each other over that. So I've never been a supporter of the platform OnlyFans, for all those reasons I just mentioned. Now apparently he also, sorry, let me back that up, he also donated 11 or 12 million dollars to AIPAC, which is a Jewish lobbyist group, American Israeli, I'll put it up on the screen, I always forget what that acronym stands for. Got a great memory, it's just short. So obviously he was entrenched with the Israeli ideological stance to donate that kind of money. Now you also have to pay the piper. It's like a penalty to make your billions of dollars off a platform that exploits young ladies and all sorts of sexual debauchery. It's a fine, and that's what the world currently is made up of. It's made up, the ruling class or the ruling elite are a bunch of sexual deviants that, you know, a lot of us can't even comprehend to what level. So they come to a guy like Leo and say, hey, listen, Leo, like, you know, we're going to put a lot more regulations on your weirdo sexual deviant website unless you give us 11, 12 million dollars. And that's just one donation or one fine. And that's what happens. The more fines you pay, the longer you stay in business. And so he died. Now I've been hearing rumors that Elon Musk wants to buy OnlyFans. Now listen up, all you little hotties and all you other, I don't even know what OnlyFans is. I've never even looked at it, but I get the gist of it. You got a lot of young, attractive women, or a lot of older, unattractive women, or all sorts in between that are making large bank off that website for doing various things of debauchery. Some is, you know, relatively PG, then it goes all the way up to I don't know what, not PG. And there was one girl, I can't remember her name, she made like $44 million in 1 year. $44 million from OnlyFans, because a bunch, or the way the world has been I guess, planned out or plotted out, a lot of men, and I guess women too, they like giving their credit card information to these websites and just throwing money at these people for you know, pretending that, you know, they have love, they want to see certain explicit images of certain people. But anyhow, I don't have to go on and on about that, and I already have, I suppose. But Elon Musk wants to buy that and shut that down. So you imagine the vacuum that that's going to create with regards to cash flow, income. Millions and millions of women, and I guess guys too. I don't know. Like I said, I guess men are involved with it too. You imagine the financial vacuum that will cause if Musk buys it and shuts it down. And okay, I hope he does buy it, shut it down, right? I hope he does. Now, regardless of that, that website isn't going to last forever anyways. I don't think any websites are going to last much longer, including YouTube, the platform that I'm on, and my channel. It won't last long, and I'm not making a living doing this, so it doesn't matter to me, really. I do it to get a message out, and I do it to keep myself current with what is going on in my city and in my country and the world. So if YouTube were to shut down tomorrow, the thought police come to my door, they throw me in handcuffs, they put me in jail. It's not going to be well, that would be a problem. I wouldn't like that. But the the aspect of my channel going the way of the dodo, it's not going to make or break me either way. It really isn't. And I've even in the last few days, I haven't posted a video, I think, until this morning for about 4 or 5 days. And I'm on the fence whether I'm going to continue this channel, to be honest with you. I want to focus more on my preps, on prepping again. And this channel, believe it or not, it does take a little time even for my little channel. I only got like a couple thousand subscribers. It, you know, it can be time consuming for sure. And, you know, I don't have any sort of fancy editing and anything like that, but it's, you know, answering, you know, getting back to the comments. I try to do as much as possible, try to get back to as many people as possible with that. It takes time. If I didn't respond to the comments, yeah, it'd be a lot easier, but that's not me. I look at it, it's a respect thing. Number one, I'm big on respect. If you take the time to comment on my channel, I take the time to respond to it, and I'm also learning. I'm learning from my viewers, and, you know, most of them, you do learn something. There are some where, you know, you're not going to learn nothing, and actually your IQ drops by about 20 points by reading some of them, but very few. Very few. I would say that my viewership is an educated viewer, and I appreciate that. But, yeah, so I went off on a tangent there. Elon Musk potentially buying OnlyFans and shutting it down. Huge ramifications. I'm gonna finish this video up by saying this. I'm gonna focus more on the Donald Trump, the Mark Carney, the Chinese relationship, the WF relationship. I don't want to scare people, but I just went into Walmart and bought 4 cans of French style beans, because I like those ones. And just gonna put them in the pantry. And it's like accumulating money. Money that will keep you alive. So I'm doing that for a reason. I've been doing it for a reason for a long time. And I think the reason for me doing that is going to come sooner than later. They are going to financially lock us down with the cost of energy, the cost of gasoline, diesel. They are going to realize their utopian vision of maybe, you know, 15-minute cities, central bank digital currency, universal basic income, traveling within provinces based on, or the world based on a social credit score. If your social credit score doesn't meet the criteria of travel, they will shut down your bank card, your banking system. So you can't buy a plane ticket, you can't buy a train ticket, you can't rent a car, you can't even get on a public transit bus, because they deem you someone that is not in line with their ideological beliefs. And that's where this is going. Believe it or not, that's where this is going. And believe it or not, a lot of people are looking forward to that. That's how fucking indoctrinated people are. They don't know any better. They don't know any better. And then the boomers with their paid off houses and their government pensions, they don't give a shit either. They're riding it out. They hope they have $1 left by the time they're dead. And, you know, screw the grandchildren, screw their children, screw the next generation. And that's where this is. So the liberal government always wants to say that they're trying to save the planet for future generations. Bullshit. That's complete fucking bullshit. They are lining their pockets because they know the end is nigh. Anyhow, you got any questions, comments, or concerns, put it in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.